Our first story is about Alabama and Robert Bentley, who is kind of getting away with highway robbery, if I'd like to call it.
Well, it is the state of Alabama, so nothing surprises me.
Okay, so Robert Bentley recently signed a bill banning Alabama cities from raising their minimum wages at all. So initially the plan was to raise the minimum wage from $7.25 to about $10, so adding $2 to everyone's minimum wage.
And that was happening in Birmingham, right?
Yeah. Okay, so
Birmingham is a liberal city in Alabama.
Okay.
If there was one.
Yeah. I was like, this story doesn't go along with those lines at all, but okay. So after they had that passed, Bentley recently gave 4 of his cabinet members $73,000, an 80% increase on their $91,000 salary. So this actually happened a few years ago, and no one actually found out about it at all. This just was broken news.
So he said, Birmingham tried to raise the minimum wage.
Yes. Then he blocked.
Bentley blocked any city in the state of Alabama from raising the minimum wage.
Yes.
And at the same time, in between time, he gave all of his cabinet secretaries a $73,000 raise.
80% increase. So that's over half of what they were already making. They're making more. And the reason that they said that they did this was because they said that they could really get no one good for the cabinet positions if they weren't being paid more than what they were being paid.
Oh, no, I agree there. I mean, I definitely agree. You got to pay talent. I do believe that. But
yeah, but you also have to pay the people that.
Well, no, I think you pay talent from top to bottom,
yeah.
Right? And if you are talented at shopping and stocking a Walmart shelf, you deserve a living wage. And $10 is not even like a living wage. No. A living wage is $15 an hour. That's insane to me though. Like that's like literally like we're going to say if you're poor, screw you, and if you're rich, we're gonna make you richer. Or well, I guess these people are middle class. I don't know. This is just bad.
Yeah. So what makes it even worse is the fact that money keeps getting stripped from the actual city itself. They were taking it out of schools. They were taking out of other government-funded things so that they could put it towards things because they're so low income right now. And so Birmingham is actually the 48th highest poverty rate in the country. And so they're hoping that they could bring this city out of poverty by increasing the minimum wage to $10.10, but that didn't happen.
Not so much. Here's the thing, right? So this is a self-fulfilling prophecy, folks, watching the show. So the minimum wage is just one step, right? And here's why the minimum wage works really effectively. The minimum wage works effectively because it puts more money in those individuals that have a higher propensity to spend. Right? If you give a working mom an extra $2 a week, or an extra $5 a week, or an extra $2 an hour, which works out to be, roughly a couple $100s a week, that money's gonna go right back into the economy right away. She's gonna use it to buy uniforms, she's gonna use it to pay her rent, she's gonna use it to buy groceries. She's gonna use that money. She needs that money. Right? And when she puts that money back into the economy directly, that money will then be the stores and the places she goes to, they will be able to raise their spending. Or to raise, to hire more staff, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's in economics, we call it the money multiplier. And that money goes right back into the tax base. Because you're paying taxes on every one of these expenditures. Either you're paying a sales tax, you're paying a property tax. So functionally, every expenditure has a new tax percentage added to it. And that money goes to fund schools, roads, hospitals, police officers, fire departments, over and over and over again. So when you decide you're going to stagnate, when you're literally going to suffocate wages, what the Governor Bentley's doing in Alabama, you're basically stifling the city's ability to grow. Birmingham could be a bustling and thriving city, but the reason why it's not thriving is because the tax base isn't there and the workers aren't being their fair share to contribute to the tax base, and that's having a direct impact on public education, which, as we all can agree, is the path to the middle class. Making sure you can read, write, and do basic arithmetic. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy. We're never going to improve the economic outcomes of inner cities if we don't find a way to raise wages. And Birmingham and Alabama is the poster child for this. It's the poster child.
Yeah. Let me put a cherry on top of this story, though, for you. So in 2010, Bentley diverted funding from the BP oil spill recovery effort to finance the renovation of the second governor's mansion on the Gulf Coast.
America.
Buy money.